Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far. I welcome you to Seymour, Indiana. Now, I meant to come out here and do a video of this community some time ago, but due to life, I did not have the opportunity to do this video until now. So, welcome to Seymour, Indiana. Now, Seymour, Indiana is a city that's located between Indianapolis and Louisville, Kentucky, off of Interstate 65. It's 61 miles south of Indianapolis, and it's 54 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. So you're going to be fairly close to. You're going to be within an hour of two metro areas, which I think is a wonderful thing when it comes to employment opportunities and entertainment. Not that Indianapolis and Louisville are entertainment hubs, because they're most definitely not, but for whatever it's worth, I guess, when it comes to entertainment. But it's definitely a good thing to have when it comes to employment, in my opinion. Because let's face it, most of us still work 9 to 5 storefront type of jobs. So anyways, the population of Seymour is 21,569 people, up from 17,503 people back in 2010. Now, back in 2010, the city had experienced a loss of 3.3% of its population. As of the 2020 census, the city has gained a whopping 23.2% of its population. Now, Seymour is named in honor of, I'm going to butcher this man's name, I already know it, forgive me, but Seymour was named in honor of Hezekiah, that's Hezekiah Cook Seymour, who was a landowner in this area, who allowed the railroad to run the railroad east to west through his property in 1852, a year before other people began to settle in this area. Now, basically, the economy here is primarily manufacturing and distribution, along with health care and education. And of course, whatever opportunities you can find here in the city of Seymour. You got Indianapolis, Louisville. You have other smaller cities not far away from here. So it shouldn't be much of a hassle to find employment in this area if you're going to move here. And as far as things to do around here, this city does have a few parks. There's the Shields Park, which is the oldest park in the city, located on North Park Street. And Shields Park also has a skate park as well as a public pool. You also have other parks like Kessler Park, Guys Park. There's also a 14-mile walking and bike trail that, I think that trail is somewhere in the city. I should have done a little bit more research to give you guys more specifics, but my apologies. And as far as things to do, you have the Actors Community Theater of Seymour, known as also the ACTS, which is a nonprofit organization founded in 2013. The first production in this theater was in March of 2014. You also have the Southern Indiana Center of Arts, or abbreviated as SICA, which is another nonprofit organization operated by a volunteer board of directors and a executive director owned by the Mellencamp family since 1991. And they also have Oktoberfest here. Now, it's not October. Now, I mean, as far as the spelling goes, it's October as an OK, Toberfest. So rather than OC, it's OK. So if you want to do your own due diligence about Oktoberfest, the spelling is OK, not OC. But Oktoberfest celebrates the city's German heritage. Now, they've held it here in Seymour since 1973. And basically you have music, food, carnival rides, parades, and just many of the basic festivities that you can expect at many festivals. And just a little bit of background about Oktoberfest. Now, Oktoberfest is a 2-week festival that is held annually in Germany during late September to early October. I mean, that's where Oktoberfest came from, because it's a German thing. It honors a German heritage, basically. Now, in Germany, the festival is held from late September to early October, and there's roughly 6 million people a year that attend the festival in Germany. But however, this event happens worldwide. I mean, in almost every country throughout the world, they have their version of Oktoberfest. And here in the United States, it happens all over the country. I mean, different places hold it at different times of the year. Maybe the activities might differ slightly, but Oktoberfest is a big deal. It happens all over the world. It happens all over this country, and it happens here in Seymour. And then they also have Scoop de Loop local car show here in Seymour, which they've been holding that since 2011. And Seymour is also the home of Elms Rock Band. They were active from 2000 to 2010. Maybe someone who is a rock connoisseur can chime in on that a little more in the comment section. Now, if you want to live here in Seymour, Seymour does have a little bit of crime. I mean, it's not the worst. Now, when it comes to violent crime, it's not that bad. It's only at 13% above the national average. If you're a person that lives in reality, you're going to understand that a city that's got 13% above the national average when it comes to violent crime is low compared to many other cities throughout the country. Because there's cities smaller than this one throughout many parts of the Deep South that have a violent crime rate sitting at 10 and 20 times the rate of what's going on here in Seymour. Now, when it comes to property crime is a bit concerning. I mean, your property crime is sitting at 86% above national average. So I'm assuming, based on data, people here tend to have sticky fingers and don't like to keep their hands to themselves. They like to steal people's stuff. So I guess if you live here in Seymour, Always keep your doors locked on your home and on your vehicles. Don't leave anything out of value on your front porch unless you're able to chain it down. Or you don't mind it coming up missing the next morning or whenever you get home from work. And the racial demographics are going to be 81.3% white, 1.9% black, 3.3% Asian, 11.9% Hispanic. Now, if you're looking to rent, your median rent prices are going to go from $760 a month to $1,370 a month. If you're looking to own, the median home price is sitting at $205,000, and that's as of November of 2023. However, if you want to buy a house right now, according to what I saw on Realtor.com, they have a few houses that will start out in the low $200,000 range. But the housing market here is fairly busy. I mean, it appears to be a heavily sought after area for many people to move to. I mean, when you look at the geographic location of where this city is located between Indianapolis and Louisville, and also when it comes to the climate, I mean, it's still Indiana, so obviously it's gonna still get cold, it's gonna still snow and ice and all that nasty stuff. But again, the climate in this region of Indiana is gonna be a little better than further up north. I mean, I think in this region of Indiana, you're gonna get close to, I want to say 190 sunny days a year, or around that ballpark, as where you go further north. Like, I mean, you compare this area to, let's say, northern Indiana, you're going to get a good 10 to 15 more days of sunlight per year. And when it comes to when it comes to your temperatures, there's not going to be a huge difference in the temperatures, I don't think. Now, when it comes to the amount of snow you get, I would say in this region of Indiana, you're going to probably get a good 10 to 15 inches of snow less per year compared to, let's say, northern Indiana. Compared to even middle Indiana, you'll get at least a few inches of snow less down here compared to, let's say, north of 465 in greater Indianapolis. So yeah, I mean, this area is a heavily sought after area. Housing market, it appears to be busy down here. And if you want to buy anything down, and I would say if you want to have a, if you want to have a healthy selection of houses to choose from, I would say be prepared to spend at least $265,000 on a house down here. So unless you have around $265,000, I mean, I would say if you come down here and you only have a couple $100,000, there's a few houses that are available, but just understand your selections are going to be a lot slimmer, and the competition is going to be much stiffer. As for if you come down here with at least 265 grand, you're gonna have more of an edge than people that only have a couple $100,000 when it comes to purchasing a home. And let's see what people have to say about this city. already. There has been 83 reviews on Niche about Seymour. Seymour has a 3-star rating. 3 people think the city is excellent. 25 think the city is very good. 45 think the city is average. 8 people think the city is poor. And 2 people think the city is terrible. So, per usual, we're going to start with the reviews that are excellent, and then we're going to go down from that point. Okay, now this first review, 5 stars, it is from 11 months ago. Great little Midwest town to live and work in. Numerous jobs and occupations with great pay and benefits. Seymour has some of the best schools in southern Indiana. The town sits along Interstate 65 and is located 1 hour south of Indianapolis and 1 hour north of Louisville, Kentucky, and 1 hour and 15 minutes from Cincinnati, Ohio. And I agree, the geographics of the city is a huge benefit. Okay, this next comment, another 5-star from February of 2022. I was born and raised here in Seymour. It is a very tight-knit community, and I love it here. There is so much to do here, and never a boring moment. And the third one, which is, this one's a little older, it's from May of 2016. 5 stars. I have never dealt with crime in my area. Seymour is generally a very safe place to visit and live. Okay, moving down the line to very good. These are 4-star reviews. The first one is from 6 days ago, very recent. I think Seymour is a great small town in Indiana. I wouldn't call it a small town, I would call it a small city, but whatever. There are several places to eat, shop, and there is also many different elementary school options for families with children. The next review, 4 stars, 15 days ago. It's not a bad town. Sometimes traffic can be bad, and there are some things that can be improved. Okay, this person can't speak. But overall, not a bad community. Okay, got it. And the third one is from September of 2022, another 4-star. Seymour is a nice town. Very boring, but not bad. The local schools are very good. I have had great experiences with the local citizens who are really what makes Seymour shine. Okay, we're going to go down to average. The first one is from 2019, 3 stars. I've lived in Seymour all my life. I enjoy the small town, but I wish there were more opportunities for young people. Okay, the second one from May of 2019, 3 stars. Hometown of Johnson Mellencamp. Seymour is a quaint little town with a population of about 19,480 people. Now again, that's from those numbers are from 2019, so that's old information. There is an annual well-known German festival known as Oktoberfest, starting on the first Thursday of October and ending on Saturday with a parade in the morning. Public school academics depend on the teachers and the district. This township is more somewhat between moderate and conservative. Okay. Okay, here's the third one that's average. This is from August of 2018, 3 stars. There are smaller towns with less to offer, but seriously needs more restaurants and shops, and with more diversity. It's hard for, I don't know what they're saying, any town to grow in positive ways when all you have to offer is Walmart, Big Lots, and pizza joints. Okay, now for people that rate this city as poor, which is 2 stars. I hear there's lots of job opportunities who pay well. The town is just dirty and looks ran down. The train in the middle of town can be very annoying and create some traffic. Now that review was from June of 2021. And I think the low pay can be objective. Because for one, what type of occupation do they work in? And secondly, are their expectations realistic when it comes to what they want to make versus what they have to offer the workforce, the workforce. So I think the low pay thing could be objective. That's something that if you want to move to Seymour, you might want to go ahead and do your own due diligence. Like whatever occupation you plan to work in, you might want to go ahead and investigate a little further on that before you just take somebody else's word for jobs not paying nothing. Okay, here's another 2-star review. This is from July of 2019. The whole town is run down and needs updating. They need to bring in new businesses and restaurants. They charge so much for renting spaces downtown that no one can afford to do most businesses in the first place. There are too many drug operations in unsafe areas. Many times I feel unsafe at the gas station around town. There are only a handful of restaurants in town, and most of them aren't very good. Unfortunately, most of the places to get food are fast food. One of the few good things about this town is Trinity Lutheran, the private Christian high school. Okay, here's another 2-star review from July of 2018. Seems to be going downhill lately. People are becoming people are becoming addicted to drugs, and the crime rate's going up. Still some good people left, but that is becoming hard to find. Okay, now we're going to go to people that rate this city as terrible. Now this first review is from June of 2021. Seymour is small, born, and filled with a lot of crackheads. This place only acknowledge you as your kids if you come from a good name or money. Okay, I don't know what that means. This place only acknowledges you or your kids. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it. All right, this town is run down. People are rude, and prices for homes are too much. Nothing to do. Everything is closed down. I guess obesity is the only way to go because that's the only thing this town has is fast food. Okay, this other review, 1 star from September of 2017. I hate this place. It's like a septic butt crack in the worst place in Indiana. I wish this place would just hurry up and die already. It's uninteresting and ate up with drugs, diseases, and felons. And as far as what I think of Seymour, well, obviously, I never lived in Seymour, but just off of what I've observed when I was driving through recording this video, and just in general as I spent a little bit of time in the city, I mean, to me, this city doesn't look too bad. I mean, to me, it appears to be your typical small Indiana city. I mean, the reason why I started to read other people's reviews on these when I do these type of videos is because I might see one thing, but then again, I also understand that I'm not from these cities. So people that are from these cities that lived here for a considerable amount of time, I'm assuming, I think it's only fair for you guys to hear what those people have to say about the city. Now, eventually, I would like to work it out to where I grab up a couple of people, or at least one person, and I do an interview with them, and they give me their 2 cents about the city. Someone who's been a resident of the city for a substantial amount of time. But for now, I'm going to start going to Niche or some other type of site similar, and I'm going to read what other people have to say about these places that I drive through and do videos on. Because like I said, me personally, it doesn't seem like a bad place to live. I mean, there's really nothing special about this place in my opinion, but it's not a bad, but at the same time, it doesn't appear to be a bad place to live. I mean, the location is convenient. The location is very convenient to the interstate. It is also convenient to Indianapolis and Louisville and other smaller cities in Indiana, like, Columbus and, Greenwood and all those type of cities. I mean, just by driving around and just looking at the city, I mean, if I was still looking for a place to reside, this city definitely would be a place that I would consider further investigating in terms of housing prices and all that fun stuff. And also, I noticed when and during the time that I've been doing this channel, I mean, there's places that I like a lot, and people will still say, and people will say in the comment section how bad the place is, how it's infested with drugs and crime, and their complaining just goes on and on and on. Sometimes some of these people have a whole freaking paragraph in the comment section about how bad the city is. So I think some of what people say could be objective. And I still say, if you want to live somewhere, the best thing you can do is to take the time and drive or fly to the place and set foot on the local soil and check out the area for yourself. See, I enjoy doing these kind of videos, and giving you guys at least some general information about these type of places, because I figure, you know, if you're thinking about moving somewhere, like, okay, let's say you want to move to Indiana, you can come on this channel. I got all kind of videos of Indiana as well as Alabama, and I got a fair amount of videos of other places. So, you know, like with my channel, I mean, I know there's some of you that, I know there's people that have watched my channel in the past, and my channel may not be the most entertaining. It might be too boring. It is what it is. I mean, because to me, the purpose, I mean, like, you know, when I first started this channel, you know, for those of you that have been watching me since the very beginning, this channel was meant to be a nomad channel. But, you know, circumstances arose and I had to leave Alabama a couple of years ago and come back to Indiana. And I knew when I came back to Indiana during December of that year, it was like, I think it is in 2020, I believe. That's the year I started the channel. I knew that I was not going to be camping in no van in sub-freezing temperatures. I'm just not doing nothing like that. So I knew at that point that, you know, I'm going to have to do something to reinvent myself here if I want to stay on YouTube. So I got to thinking, you know what? Let me start driving around different cities. Let me start visiting different cities and driving around and giving you guys some general information. Now, of course, when I started doing that, at first I was only going into neighborhoods to where houses, to where people were able to purchase homes for under a certain amount of money. But then as housing prices began to go up through 2021 and 2022, I mean, I knew back in 2021 that that type of a channel wasn't going to be successful because honestly, with the way housing prices were creeping up in early 2021, pretty soon I would have no channel because there would be nowhere that I would be able to drive to where houses would be that low. So then I started just being like, you know what, I'm gonna just go around. I'm gonna drive through different cities and towns and just give you guys some basic information. And if you like what I have to say and you want to do your own due diligence and visit the place in person, cool, okay. At least you have a general idea of what to expect when you get to that place. Or if you got any questions for me, you know, as some of you do, you drop your concerns or your questions in the comment section and then I'll respond. But at this point, the purpose of me continuing to do this channel is because I enjoy doing these kind of videos. I enjoy going through different cities and different towns and communities and driving around and giving you guys at least the basics of these places, just some basic information like population and crime and economy and proximity to other larger places, that type of stuff. I enjoy doing this. I really do. I love it. When you guys put your comments in and you thank me for giving you that information, for some of you, these job arounds, you know, it brings about some memories of back when you used to live in these areas. Some of you may have grown up in these communities, so it brings memories back. Even some of you that tell me in the comment section that I don't know what I'm talking about, I need to do my research better. I mean, I'm man enough to say that, yeah, there has been some videos I made that were not the best, and I should have done better research. I should have done better prep work. I do admit that. And as I move forward and do more videos and attempt to grow this channel, I try to do my best to do my homework before I press the record button on my camera. Because when you guys watch these videos, I truly want you guys to have an accurate description of the community that I'm driving through. I mean, obviously, I don't know everything there is to know. Obviously, I'm not driving down every street of the cities I choose to record on. I do it in a manner to where you guys will at least get the general, I mean, information-wise, you guys will at least have general knowledge of the area. And as far as the drive-arounds are concerned, you guys will at least have a general idea of what the community looks like. Alright folks, hopefully you guys got something out of this commentary today. As always, I thank every last one of you for tuning in. And, go ahead, put your comments in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys. And on that note, stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next one.